this is Bob from Hobby Concepts. Today I want to talk about these lighting units. They're very inexpensive. They're a great way to light your RC models. I use them in a lot of my models. You've probably seen that. But today I kind of want to show you how they work, go through the theory. I'll hook one up. Pretty short video, but if you want inexpensive lights for your model, this is the way to do it. I just got a batch of these light kits in, and I thought it would be a good idea to just show how these work. They're very inexpensive, about $10 shipped here to the US. They come from China. I buy them off eBay, and I will include a link in the description of this video. But since I use them a lot, I thought I'd just go over the operation, how they work, how to hook them up, and what a great value they are if you want to put lights in your RC vehicle. So let me just open this up here and give you a little theory. Okay, here's your little box. Pretty straightforward. This has all the LEDs plugged in and pre-wired, and then these connectors right here basically capture the signal from your radio, route it through the box, and then put it back out again. So all you're doing is unplugging, say, your steering servo, which is channel 1, from your receiver, plugging this in instead, and then plugging the servo back in here. So it just captures the signal and continues to route it through. The electronics in here decode it and give you turn signals. Channel 2, which is your throttle, does the same thing. That one. It captures the signal and decodes it for your brake lights. So when you stop or back up, the brake lights come on. And channel 3 can be used with any radio that has more than 2 channels to, say, turn the headlights on and off. If you don't use this, the headlights stay on all the time. If you use this, you can make them switchable from your transmitter. So here's how this works in operation. I've got a receiver hooked up here to a steering servo and to a speed control, because the speed control provides power to the receiver. So I'll turn my transmitter on here. Okay, I'll turn my radio on, and now when I turn it, I have steering. Okay, so I'm going to shut this off while I'm plugging wires in, and I will unplug this from channel 1, and I will take the channel 1 from here, plug my servo into there, and take the channel 1 from here, channel 1, plug it into the receiver in the channel 1 spot. Do the same thing with channel 2. I'll unplug my speed control. I will find the channel 2 right there, plug it in, and then the channel 2 from here will plug into the receiver. May get a little messy here, but okay, so now when I turn on, radio's on, turn this on, okay, now you'll see a bunch of lights. So channel 1 and 2 are plugged in. I'm going to hide those lights there because it makes it difficult to see. Those are our headlights and the blue lights that I talked about. But first I want to show off the turn signals. So when we turn, let's separate those a little bit. So the turn signals come on when we steer, and work really well, way better than micro switches. These should be the brake lights. So when we hit reverse, just even for a second, the brake lights come on. They stay on when you're in reverse. They come off when you're in forward. Again, these blue lights are on until you go into forward. And these white lights here come on when you go forward. I always use those for fog lights. And as I mentioned, the headlights are on all the time if you don't have channel 3 hooked up. So we'll hook up channel 3. Turn it off. I'll plug channel 3 here into my radio in the channel 3 spot. Get set up. Now you'll notice the headlights aren't on. On this particular radio, channel 3 is this button. Turns them on, turns them off. Turns them on, off. So I can operate the headlights then with the radio. Pretty straightforward little setup. Easy to add lights to your vehicle, very inexpensive, like I said, around $10. I use these a lot. If ever I build a car, lights are always one of the first things I add. I will be using this in a Tamiya sand scorcher build that I'm doing, but as you saw, I have a lot of these because every time I build a truck and I want lights inexpensively, I use this. Now I could obviously add my own lights and come up with electronics to operate them, but this is just simple and works really good. I get these off eBay. Check my description for a link. Again, thanks for watching this video, and I'll get back to work on my sand scorcher that this is going in.